Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Lord of the Rings Online on my level 52 Minstrel, and I'm here right where we left off at the Tharakh Bazan, which is the entrance to the exit to the outside top of the mountains. So there's a couple of quests here we were going to go ahead and do before we moved on to the 21st Hall. In the last episode we did actually make it to the 21st Hall, but there's several quests here and I want to see what they are and try to start knocking them out. We got another little hobbit here who Micro, Seeker of the Treasure, the Free Peoples of Middle-earth, which means he's unassociated with a guild.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
Calm down there, buddy. I'm still on my first cup of coffee. Collecting supplies and soothing chambers is all well and good, but I've got something a little more dangerous in mind. Goblin hunting. As you have surely noticed, nearly every room and corridor in Khazad-dûm is crawling with them, and those causing us grief here in Durin's Way seem to take orders from a single leader. We have all got to do our part and drive them out, and that includes you. Search to the west of the goblin captain who goes by the name of Gomig. We'll do that. He and his personal guards have been harassing any who travel unaware between the chambers of the crossroad and our outpost here at the door to the clouds. Door to the clouds, it's also what they call it. You know, everything in Tolkien lore has 2 or 3 names, which actually adds depth to it.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Send them back home. We have many traditions, Dizzing, and this one is not the least. When we head into battle, we bring with us a letter. If we fall, that letter will be returned home by the survivors, if any remain. Many of us have come to Moria, and some of us have fallen, and now it appears the Mervel have discovered these letters and have taken a perverse pleasure in keeping them as trophies of victories against us. The honor of our warriors and the peace of mind of their families demand that we recover these letters from the enemy whenever possible and return them to their rightful homes. Will you help us retrieve these letters? If you come upon one of us unaware fallen in the Durin's Way, search their body for a lever, return any letters here to me before the Mervel can get them. Yes, it's a very noble quest. We definitely should do that.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Okay. We must keep safe the artifacts of ages past. Studying these relics give insight into untold legends of our forefathers, which might otherwise become lost. I have information that one such object, a mythical shield, was last seen in Ulfham's Mur, just a short distance east of the Door of the Clouds. The goblins would have difficult time destroying such a sturdy shield, so I'm hopeful it may still be found there. Okay. And finally, he's got 2. All right. Cowman. After the
Abide
fire.
here a moment and speak with me.
Not all endeavors have gone well for us in Moria. One earlier settlement in Durin's Way was an outpost built by Grerwith at Golkuru to the south. The encampment becomes overrun by goblins and was burned entirely, while only Gerwith and a few others managed to escape. The goblins threaten to fortify Golkuru and remain a persistent danger to us if we do not act against them. Head there and defeat as many of them as you can, then report to Grerwith in Tharakh Bazan to the east when it is done. Good grief, these names. And finally, emissaries of the White
Stand
Hand.
and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
The White Hand Uruks have me concerned. They are attempting to sway the goblins into an alliance with the leader of the White Hand army. While it is a fine thing for us when goblins fight each other, we cannot allow them to gain a foothold here within the bounds of Khazad-dûm when they already control considerable forces without. I need you to hunt down and defeat the White Hand's emissaries before they are able to convince or intimidate the goblins here into joining him. My scout spotted one goblin camp of Niknanth Faltor, another in Golkuru, and the third was at Durin's Crossing between here and Gazargund. Okay, so we're not going out. We are staying in, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch right through this whole area. You can see we've already got goblin barricades here. And a Moria Keeper, which we do not need. This is Ulfamp Mur. So what do we need here? Collect dwarf letters. Oh, yeah. So I don't think these guys have it. We're looking for the dead, actually. So my little buddy there. Wait, look, there's an ancient shield. Return the shield to Listine at the entrance of Zurich Sigil. Okay. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Ooh, look at that. Take screenshot. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this little hallway that we need. Oh, looks like we can go ahead and take that shield to him. Let's see what he says.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
A true treasure of the dwarves. Thank you. The safeguarding of the shield will ensure the legend of our craft does not fade from knowledge. Okay. That was very easy. Cave serpent. Now we're getting out of the area. I don't want to go in there yet because that's a whole area that we will be going into later on.
Die!
I love Moria. It's just so cool. The dwarven architecture just gets me every time I log in. Aha, now there is a White Hand emissary, and we do need him. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take him from this distance so that he has to come around this whole way, I think. Yes, see. Which gives me plenty of time to sing at him, play at him. Time he got to me, he was already 2/3 down. Alright, so we defeated that emissary, and here is a Morville scout. No. I thought he might have one of the letters, but he doesn't, so we're just going to go on. Teacher, leave me alone. Now this looks like maybe what we need. See, it looks like there's a stalker, and it looks like he's hovering over a dwarven body, the bastard. He's taking the letters because they find them as gifts. So these are a little more intelligent creatures than some of the others we find. They do things that are a little distasteful. Does this guy have a quest that we need? These are just deeds. Okay. Go a little ways over here and see if there's something we need. Getting a lot of water, so I don't think that's an area we need. So we're going to travel on a little further. So as you can tell, in these my recent playings of Lotro, I'm not pausing as much. I'm showing you pretty much everything. Lotro is such a, I don't want to say casual experience. It's more like kind of low key. Oh, I did need that. It's very low key. It's like not always action based, and I think if I cut things out, we kind of miss a lot of that. And I like to show the pace of the game. It's not that this is bad. It's just what it is. Like I said, I kind of enjoy it sometimes. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play WoW, which is a little faster paced. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play this. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play... Oh well, that's just the reason there's different MMOs. It doesn't mean you have to just be dedicated to one. I have proof of that. So, also in this playthrough, as you can tell earlier, I was playing a lot of music. I've turned off monetization on my Lotro videos. Since I'm so far in, there's no use in trying to monetize it. If you're interested in helping out the channel and interested in these videos specifically, you can hit up my Patreon. And that'll support the channel more than any monetization. It helps me know that you guys really are interested in the content. Because I'm trying to do something a little different on YouTube than a lot of Let's Players. And it seems like those that do subscribe to the channel really do enjoy that. I think Lotro is just a little loud. I don't know why. It's like my volume mixer is way down. I'm going to do that just a little. Take down. Just enough to doesn't completely cover up my voice. Well, they've got quite a ugly camp. I definitely don't want... Sorry to say, I definitely don't want all of these... That was a lot of bats. Although, luckily, they die quick. Almost done with these goblins. I'm going to lead off with this. So get rid of the bats first. Take a look at our map here. We still have to send them back home, which we're collecting dwarf letters, so we're still looking for Merville. And there's something down over here. Mirabelle. I don't know how to actually say that. Never heard anyone say it. Ooh. Oh, that's it. My little buddy. And here's a stalker. This will be the last one I need of these guys. Look at that totem thing that spawned. That's kind of cool. So is he a minstrel playing a drum? Is that what that sound is? Because that's kind of cool. I like that. I might have to do that. It probably is time to change up my instrument. Wow, that is cool. Take a screenshot. I've got voice. What is that program called? It's called Voice Attack. And I have it all set up to where I can easily take screenshots and stuff. I'm always trying to take screenshots. That way I can come up with a cover photo for these. It looks like I'm supposed to be in here, but there's nothing in here. It's like, oh, I need to go around or something? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm going to go around. It's this way, maybe, and see. The actual map, it's not very descriptive because, like, look, right now it looks like we're in a wall, but up here we can see there's other, well, paths. Although this looks like a Okay, so it didn't look good to come back this way. So I'm going to go up here through these areas and see maybe before I come back to this. You never know. Sometimes the quest update in another area will turn off those in this area. Now I'm just lost. Like, why is there dead ends here? Why would the dwarves build that? That makes no sense. Silly dwarves. It's like he had to think about it. Wait a minute. That's not a goblin. There's another one this way. The stuns are not good. Handle that quite well. Crumb. Hey, Crumb. I never know why those guys are standing around with the little green things. Like that's usually like a quest person that you're supposed to be helping along for some reason, and that they're just standing there doing nothing. Nicanna Faltor. Okay. I think we've been through here another time. I don't understand why these guys have... I guess they're just bat trainers. Before we came through here, and it said it's just too dangerous to be coming through here. Aha, there's a white hand emissary right there. That's good to know. Easy enough. Okay, so which means this probably, yeah, this is another emissary we just need to find. Maybe he just wasn't spawned. Maybe that other hobbit that was running around is already tagged him. We'll go back at some point, figure that out. For now, we're gonna go look at this other one. This looks like a dead end. It is, once again. Why are the dwarves building dead ends? I do not get it. It makes no sense. I don't think a dwarf would do that. Okay, so we're looking for another emissary here. Oh wait, no, this is the Captain Gumgig. Gummig. Gomig. Goomig. Who knows? This is going to be a hairy fight. Let's go ahead and buff this up. It gets me a little bit. Defeated the goblin guards, and now I can defeat the captain. Although saw what I did. I was building up these minor ballads before. Right, they're ballads. Yeah, they're ballads before unleashing a coda. I was doing that on the smaller guys. That way I would have a big hit on him whenever we came to him. So we have defeated the captain. Alright, so now it's time to find that one last emissary down where we were before. So let me go down there and try to find him off camera. Okay, yeah, I'm back down here, and now it's popped. So we can see that, like, this little area that we were at before actually was the place. It was just already taken care of by the Minstrel, which is fine. Die fast before you have even a chance to turn around and hit me with your sword. That was pretty quick. He didn't even get through my shield. Let's see. Alright, so now it's time to head back to camp. Let's see if we can do that without getting knocked off my horse or running through a dead end. Dead ends are making me mad. This is a dead end. Druid's crossing, so it should be just straight through here. Is the yeah, die. I get it. How come your wargs can't catch up with me? Oh, alright. So now we can turn this in.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
You have dealt with quite a few goblins in the last day or so, and more importantly, you have rid us of Captain Gomgig. Gomig. I don't know. That name messes me up. That should make it easier for us to move between the western parts of Durin's Way for some time. Not that they will stop coming after us. It is only a matter of time before a new captain rises, but we can use this opportunity to fortify our position before that happens. Alright, this isn't going to be better than our legendary item, so we're going to get that bow just to where we have it to turn in.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
You have retrieved the letters of the fallen. My thanks to you, Dizzarian. The message contained herein will bring a sorrowful but much needed close to the grieving of our families. I will see that they make their way safely to Durin's threshold. Okay, now maybe this will be something we can use. That's decent. That's decent. That's better. What about this ring? That's quite a bit better than my second ring over there, that Ring of the Green Knoll. Although it's part of a set, but this still is a lot better. So I think we're going to actually... I think overall this ring will help us more.
These halls will be great once more.
So, the end of the emissaries of the White Hand and good riddance. Our only hope against these odds is to keep the goblins disorganized and then encourage them to prey upon each other as much as they prey upon us. The last thing we need down here is for some strong leader to emerge and unite them against us. Indeed, that would be bad. That doesn't look too good. And our shield, though. Ooh! But it's a warden shield. That's not going to help us. So neither one of those help us. I'm going to take the warden shield. That way, the reason I do that, which, oh my gosh, I got to clear up my inventory, is that I can see the red and I can immediately sell it without worrying too much about it. So first I'm going to do is I'm going to click all these reputation items, get them out of my inventory. Then I'm also going to equip this ring that I just got. So that's good. What is that? Pinwheel fireworks? Oh my gosh, I don't need that. I hope it doesn't actually get out of my inventory, it just stays there. Alright, I need to apply some experience. Applied them equal. keep them in check. All right. Do any of these guys sell it? So this was all of the quest here. Yeah, these guys have provisioners. So let me finish cleaning up my inventory. Okay, so I was looking to see what was next here. I know in the previous episode I remembered we saw this bat cave entrance, which we didn't want to do quite yet because we were going to do all this quest. So I think we're going to do that now before moving on. We're going to go ahead and go figure out what's inside that cave. So let's reread it. Not this one. This one. The entrance of the Bat Cave lies south and east of Durin's Crossing. Callum has asked you hunt down the bats that have infested Durin's Way. Something is stirring the bats up, causing concern for the dwarves of Moria. So we're gonna go down. It's just a little ways over here. Yeah, here. On the map, right in this area. You can see there's some kind of door there, but there's actually a cave off here to the side. And that's where we're going. You have found the Bat Cave. I know there's Batman jokes here, but I'm not So we're just going to defeat bats in here? Is that all that is? It's disappointing if that's all it is. Oh, there's a bat handler. See, they've got some kind of cages there, those bat caves, bat cages. Oh, come on. Stunts always make me so mad. Try more than one here. That way my AoEs take them out quick. There's a bat handler. Yeah, I need to do this. Alright, just need 3 more bats. Oh, I guess that is a bat handler. I didn't see. Couldn't tell what it was. I don't know why this guy's in blue. Need 2 more bats. Man, come on. Fight another one. And that guy's still coming. Good God, are you kidding me? Ugh, boy, that makes some bad noises, don't they? Really? Did he already give up? Okay. Okay. What these last couple of bats? No. How did I kill? That should have been enough. Okay, it was. And that's it? That's really disappointing. All right, let's go turn this in. I'm going to pause and go to the turn in. All right, so we're back. And I don't really know what the
These hulls will be great once more.
Not even getting a piece of armor I can use. Was the hunting good? You saw a few of those creatures that have been stirring up the bats, have you? This does not bode well.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Unseen. I don't know what the creatures are. This is the first I've seen or heard of them, though perhaps they are related to the Mervale. They look like it, but I'm certainly that their presence here in Khazad-dûm bodes only ill. Perhaps Book may help to us. It seemed to recall him mentioning something about these creatures, and I suspect that he may have encountered them again on his way to Tharakh Bazan. Speak with Book and find out what information he may have. Where's Book? Book? They're both at this next area, which I don't think I have.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
I should not. No. Jared's. Yeah, that's Tharakh Bazan. Oh, we're already. No, we're not. That's Goat to the Fanged Pit. I don't know what that is. So I'm not going to take it. I don't want to get somewhere else that I don't know. I don't feel like doing that. I'll just run there. I know it's a pretty decent and easy run to this next area. So we're going to leave Durin's Crossing. See, there's like some kind of like forested area here. It's an interesting thing that they've got going on. I've discovered Tharakh Bazan. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Take screenshot. If we look around, it's even cooler. Look at that. Take a screenshot. We've got the glorious dwarf statues. So this room is just awesome. But of course there are goblins around. And there's some mirrors. And it looks like we're heading over. Oh. I can't get out. I can't get out. Here we are. So we're gonna peg the stable master there, which gives us a swift travel to 21st Hall. And we've got a couple of the guys here that we can talk to. Let's go ahead and do that. Here's Book.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
So you want to learn more about those accursed creatures known as the Merville? He spelled it different too. Well, I'm afraid I cannot say that I've learned much as of yet. The Merville have remained mostly unseen as we explored Tharakh Bazan. But I know of someone who may know where to look. Arnaud had studied the maps and gathered knowledge of many dark corners of Khazad-dûm, attained from his knowledge of where the Merville may reside in number. He's got a couple of quests here, so let's go ahead and take this. A rare
Abide
root.
here a moment and speak with me.
When I was merely a lad, my grandfather taught me about a certain plant that had nourishing properties. He called this plant mudrot. Medroot, not rot. As it grew near the edges of fresh water. By boiling the roots of the plant, he could extract the oils within and create a brew that was hearty enough to rouse a sleeping dragon. Well, that is what he claimed. I doubt he ever saw a dragon. Nevertheless, the brew was strong and could be put to use in helping our sick and wounded recover more quickly. I have not seen such a plant in some time, but I am hopeful that I may be growing here in Tharakh Bazan, as there are many pools and streams of fresh water to be found. If you come across any healthy roots growing near the water, please return them to me so that I may examine them.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
I fear there is trouble brewing. Arnfinn left several days ago, heading east toward Dizzarian. He said he was going out to search nearby chambers to learn anything he might about Mazog and the orcs. Mazog? He has yet to return, and I fear for his safety. Would you look for him? He was last seen heading toward some of the orc-infested areas to the east. I fear something may have happened to him, and that could lead to orcs back here. Alright, let's talk to Gerwith. And we have the Blackest Night.
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the orcs of Moria.
Okay. The beauty of the gardens never cease to amaze me. Many of the crystals that grow naturally here in Tharakh Bazan are used throughout Khazad-dûm as the source of light. In some locations, the Mervel, see, it's much different spelling, have been destroying the crystals we have placed in order to extinguish any visible light. Many of our corridors and halls have become darker than the Blackest Night. We must collect more crystal to replace the ones that have been destroyed. Search Tharakh Bazan for the naturally formed crystals, and I will make sure they are put to good use.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
It is good to see you. I'm glad to hear that the goblins have paid for what transpired in Golkoru. When I think back to that day, I can still feel the heat of the fires all around me. Well, your deeds give me hope. Perhaps one day I will build a new outpost at Golkoru, and I will make it known that it was only possible thanks to your bravery. Completed after the fire. And here is Arnaud, who he was talking about. Look, there's some mud.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Greetings, traveler. Oh, I gained reputation with the Iron Garrison and got 5 Lotro points. What brings you to Tharakh Bazan? Merville, you say? Why, yes. Not long ago, I read a report on the creature that came from Dizzarian to the east. They indicate a huge cavern at the eastern end of Durin's Way, crawling with Merivale and Meriville. Really? Merivale and Merivale. Okay, 2 different ones. Let us be thankful that we have not yet seen them in force. But be wary should you head east to the Great Pit, where they are known to dwell. A new level, 53. I'm getting levels pretty close. Pretty good here. It's very interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and collect these mud roots. And we're also... I didn't know if we're collecting those. Ah, the crystal's right down here, you can see. See, there's more mud root down there. Is that all am I doing here? Because I think otherwise, well, no. All 3 of these. We're collecting mud roots, talking to that. Find and talk to Aaron Finn. Oh, okay. I don't know where he's at. Glowing crystal up there. Ah, and there's one over here. Looking around for mud root at the same time. 2 of them. Nice. Didn't really mean to do that. Just trying to be clever, jump around the right way. This is a pretty cool looking area, isn't it? Yeah, this is really, really pretty cool. Nope, don't need any of those. Nope, don't need that guy. Gonna get that guy anyway. So is he not gonna interrupt me? I need to get back down there. Go around the outside edges like I was, because I could see one mud root in the distance. Yeah, there they are. I'm facing the target. Do it. Okay, so I just need one more of those, and 2 more of the crystals, and then find this dude that's lurking out around here. Okay. Done with the mud root. Just need a couple crystals. One more crystal. For such a open area, there's really a lot of detail to this area. There's a glowing crystal right up here. Still don't see where this other dude is. Although I know from past experience, I think I know where he's at. There's like a little cave or something over in this area. I think that's where he went to. Hitch. See, there's this. I don't have a corresponding quest. Okay. Not where I was supposed to be going. Okay, let's get back on our goat. Let's run to the turn-in area. We'll turn these in, see if they give us more, or if they'll highlight where we actually need to find this guy. Book.
May
Rare
Durin return soon to his home.
These are excellent. What I had hoped for. Yes, these are mud roots I remember from my youth. I had all but given up hope and I would see them again. You are well deserving of my praise. I will wait for you to take your leave before beginning the boiling process. The smell is quite horrible, and it often attracts a deep claws. I wish you luck on your travels. Yeah, that's not good.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
You have brought me quite an assortment of crystals. Great work. We will use these to bring some of the warmth and beauty to these gardens into the dark corners where no other light can pierce. Alright, oh, this guy's over this direction. Okay. Oh, because this guy's going to tell us about Marivel and Mervel. Since that's what they actually say. I forgot, there is another encampment over here. What is that? That's Goblinbane's arm. Helgen Goblinbane statue would not be complete without an arm to grip a great axe. The goblins of Durnway destroyed the statue and its part can be found. Oh, right. That guy, remember this was like 2 episodes ago? 2 or 3? There was a statue that had been carted off, a lot of it, and we found a piece of it just now, so we can turn that in. And this, I believe, is where this guy... Peaceful path, that's not it then. Heck, go. Oh, there he is. He's got a lot of people around him bothering him, so we're gonna take care of them. These thugs. Nothing will save you. Like Azog, Mazog will destroy you all. So I keep talking about this Mazog fella. There he is.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
Thank you for your help, friend. I was doing all I could to give us an advantage against the orcs when I was set upon. The orcs kept me trapped back here, taunting me with tales of Azog and the days of old when the orcs slew the dwarves in scores. I shudder to recall those days. Please go back to Tharakh Bazan and let Book know that I am unharmed, but I will not be returning. The information we need may be found out here somewhere. Okay, man, you just sit there and mope then. So we're gonna go back and turn these quests in. Alright. Till Book.
The shadow of Mordor will not
So
long fill the
Arifin is
halls
safe.
of
That
Khazad-dûm.
lightens my heart. He is a brave adventurer like you, but I worried he had taken an arrow in the back. I do not approve of him staying out there, but the decision is his to make. He is a reasonable dwarf.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Alright. Records of Dark Times. When I was young, my father told me tales of earlier days of Khazad-dûm. All of those stories ended abruptly, however, and no matter how many times I would ask, he would never tell me what happened next. I know now that the dark days were not spoken of. I fear by not talking about these defeats, about not even attempting to learn from them, we are dishonoring our forebears. I know Khazad-dûm keeps within the tales of those lost battles. I sense that wise old Arnod may know where to look for the record of these tales, but I dare not ask him myself. Perhaps you could ask him. Simply feign ignorance on the matter if he becomes angered. Okay. Let's tell you about the arm
We
first.
will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot.
Thank you for your assistance, Dizzing. It would have been a pity if the piece had remained in the hands of the enemy. I will send over Yuxi right away, for his devotion to the statue of Helgi Goblinbane is legendary already. Okay.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
So you want to know the battles of old and not our victories? That sort of talk could get you in a lot of trouble around here, for those things simply are not discussed. But Book is a close friend, so I suppose I could help. Khazad-dûm, in fact, does still hold records of those days, though the goblins have strewn the pages all over, and what is left may be difficult to interpret without knowing more about the history of those days. Head east of here into Saleb Nergundal and explore the halls to the north and south. Return any pages you may find to me so that I may help us to understand its meaning. And I think that one is... Oh, it's all around here. How much time we got? Yeah, let's go ahead. I'll do these. I'll pause and then show you where I found them. Okay, just a little ways out. Here's an ancient record just laying on the floor here. Next one looks to the northeast, so I'll go around the corner. And it's up here on the platform. Okay, now where? To the south. Aha, discovered Saleb Nargundal. Which is, I guess, this little area right here. There's another platform up here with a page and a ward rider. And then the final piece is going to be far to the west. If I can get around there. Ah, there it is. All right, that's it. So now I can mount up and turn these in. Okay, Arnon, here's your papers.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
You found them. The pages are all here. The complete tale of one of the great defeats of the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, a priceless find. Allow me to study the pages a bit more before revealing their discovery to Book.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
I want to restore the glory I believe we have lost in denying our history. It is time to tell the tales of the past battles of Khazad-dûm. Not to my fellow dwarves, for those... I think, actually... This is going to be kind of a story-driven thing right here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause right here. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and listen to those stories and then move on to the next area. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, make sure you hit that like button and leave any comments that you may have. And, of course, if you haven't yet, you really should be subscribed. I love my Lotro subscribers. You guys are awesome. Until next time, bye.